Hello and welcome to Winter Grace Senior Ministries. I am Debbie Bergio. I am joined today by Lisa and Kyla from Heartlands of Ellicott City. Lisa and Kyla, we are so glad that you are here with us.
Thank you. We're
Thank you for
excited to be
having
here.
us. Yes.
So please share about Heartlands. I know that you have different levels of living situations, and just please share about the services and care you provide.
Would you like to go?
Sure. So Heartlands of Ellicott City, we have actually been in the Howard County area for just about 32 years. So we actually have two levels of independent living as well as assisted living. Our independent living, we offer it's cottages. So we have the independent living cottages that are garden style with private entryways. They range from studios all the way up to 2-bedroom, 2-bathrooms. Then we also have our independent living apartments, same floor plan, studio to 2-bedroom, 2-bathrooms. And then we also have our assisted living. Assisted living comes with 24 hours of care.
So when, for instance, the independent living, what are some of the activities that people may enjoy on your campus through the independent living in a regular day?
Well, in normal situations, they have things like they play mahjong. There's lectures that we have. Of course, there's bingo, there's happy hours, there's lots of trips that our residents go on. We have a men's club. So there's a lot of activities that our activities group plans, but then there's also 30 other activities that are planned by our independent residents. So there's a whole lot that goes on here at Heartlands.
So is it like clubs, I guess, basically, or?
Yes, lots of clubs.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And we have our train club and we have our poker group and so, oh yes.
Super. So as far as dining, do you have your residents that are independent living, do they have dining options there as well?
They do. So our independent living residents, they dine in their own dining area where it's just, the independent living residents there. We actually serve them 2 meals per day. So we serve a hot breakfast and then dinner starts at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We also offer continental breakfast and there are also lunch options available for them. But included in the pricing would be 2 meals per day.
Oh, terrific. And so then the assisted living, I know that it's a whole nother level of care. How does that, can you share about your assisted living, please?
So our assisted living, included in the price for that, they get 3 meals a day. They get daily housekeeping, where they come in just clean up. Once a week, laundry. They get snacks. There is a nurse here 24/7. And everything is based on their level of care. So they're paying for what they're actually utilizing. So it's not a package where, you're paying a lot of money for something that you're not using. Our assisted living residents also have their own dining room. So they do get, like I said, the 3 meals a day plus snacks as well as activities also.
Super. So if someone decides either for themselves or their loved one, it's time to move out of our own home, what's the process of moving to Heartlands like?
So typically our residents are moving into, from that stage, they're moving into a cottage or an independent living apartment. If they give us a phone call, we set up a tour, they come out, we select an apartment. We do have a one-time community fee of $6,000. That will be the deposit that holds the apartment until they get everything in order. We actually have a lot of partners that we've made just, from being in the industry that can assist them from everything from selling their home to actually moving in. So from the movers to downsizing, packing and unpacking, we can actually assist with all of that just by putting them in contact with our partners that we've made.
Sure. So do you have folks that sometimes move from the community directly to the assisted living, or is it a progression of care? How does that work?
We have both. So we do have many people that do come directly from outside the community, and they'll come right into our assisted living. We also have those that start out in our independent living. We also have independent living with services. So we have a company that is here so they can help with just med management, just help the residents in their independent living residence so they can stay there longer.
Okay.
Once they have made it past that point, then we do transfer them over into our assisted living community.
So what do you feel separates Heartlands from others in the community? I know everyone's good and everything, but I know that everyone has a special personality, so to speak, or special care. What do you think sets you apart?
Well, part of it, what I think it is we have people that have, team members that have been here for 20 years.
Wow.
And we have several of them. So there are a lot of people that have been here for a long period of time. We also have residents that have been here for a very long time as well. I think that really makes us who we are, really makes us that community feel. And we have one woman that can tell you who was in a certain cottage 5 years ago, 10 years ago. But that's the way it is, because even though we're a large community, because we are on 48 acres here.
Oh, wow.
And it's absolutely beautiful, and we're a large campus, but it is a small community. And I think that's one of the things that really differentiates us, is just how tightly knit everybody is here.
That's super. And I'm sure you have residents that, even if it's not their official position, that welcome new residents and leaders in your community. I'm sure of that.
Absolutely.
My mom lived in a independent living in Timonium, and there were a few residents there that was their calling.
Yes.
I'm sure you have
We
that too.
actually have a good amount of like clubs. So we actually have an entire like resident board. So there's an independent living president, as well as a president that oversees assisted living. And then there are little, groups and sections underneath the president, everything from food and dining to activities. There's a hospitality committee as well. And they meet once a month just to kind of like, exchange notes, ask questions. They meet with each coordinator just to make sure that they are kept abreast of what's happening in the community.
That's terrific. And so now, we're hopefully coming out of our time of our 6 months of COVID here. I'm going to be an optimist, say we're coming out of this time. How have things changed there? Have you had to do things differently to make sure everyone stays safe?
Oh, well, everyone has been very good at staying put. Our activities team has been absolutely spectacular, doing Zoom activities, between pushing the cart around for ice cream and happy hours and those kinds of things. So that's been really important, to try to keep our residents as upbeat as possible. So that's been a huge, huge part of everything. Our dining team, everybody's been served in their apartments. So our dining team is just running around, trying to make sure everybody is well fed and well taken care of. So it's been a challenge, but we are a team, and we've worked together as a team to make sure our residents are well cared for. So
that's fantastic. And being a team and having like these long-term team members has been, I'm sure, a benefit for that as well.
it has.
Exactly.
Is there anything else you ladies would like to share about Heartlands before we go?
Well, one thing I would like to say is we are starting to open up. So our dining room is opening up, and we are doing small group activities. So we are on the way back. So we're very, very excited about it.
That is really exciting.
Yes.
It is exciting. That's wonderful. All the information about Heartlands is going to be on this webpage below this interview. So contact information for Lisa and Kyla. And just thank you for being with us and being part of our Winter Grace event. This is glad to meet you.
You too.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us.
Have a great rest of your day.
You too.